The second half of the WNBA season is approaching, and teams like the Indiana Fever are just on the verge of punching their ticket to the postseason. Fever rookie Caitlin Clark spoke with the media following Tuesday's team practice, sharing her thoughts on the second half of the season. The WNBA halted the season for the 2024 Paris Olympics after the league's All-Star game on July 20th, giving teams nearly a month off of game action. While Clark mentioned that she was grateful for the WNBA's break, she also talked about the Fever's main focus for the next month. Clark believes there's a level of urgency the Fever have to play with in order to make a playoff push. "I know they're calling it the second half of the season, but really there's only 14 games left to make a difference in your record and make a playoff push," Clark said. "I think that's the most important part. Really there's only a month, and every single game's gonna matter. I think just set the standard for what we want these last 14 games to be and hopefully make the playoffs. It's a huge weekend for us, honestly." The Fever stand as the No. 7 team in the WNBA rankings, which would currently place them in the playoffs since the top 8 teams in the standings make the postseason. Indiana holds an 11-15 record, with their closest competitor being the Chicago Sky at 10-14. The Sky are listed as the No. 8 team in the rankings, so the Fever must play with urgency, as Clark hinted at, from the start of the second half. During the first half of the season, Clark averaged 17.1 points and 8.2 assists per game, firmly placing her as the leading candidate for the WNBA's Rookie of the Year award. Caitlin Clark and Indiana will look to start the second half on the right foot when they host the Phoenix Mercury on Friday at 7:30 p.m. The Fever will then play host to the Seattle Storm on Sunday at 3:30 p.m. ET.